Next stop on our WIL Global virtual field tour is a very special farm located on the outskirts of Victoria on Vancouver Island's agriculture-dense Saanich Peninsula, just under 1 kilometer away from the shoreline of the Pacific Ocean. I'm here at Haliburton Farms, meeting my friend Purnima, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the HALI-UBER project. So HALI is for Haliburton Farms, and UBER is for Urban Biodiversity Enhancement and Restoration Project that's here in the wetlands of Lower Saanich Peninsula. Let's go. This unique 100-year community project is aimed at restoring local wetlands in order to help their young farmers' cooperative grow healthy and happy plants and vegetables. Their theory is that it all starts in the watershed. Purnima Govindarajulu initiated this project in 2007 and has since been an integral and crucial part of its success.
So this is not a restoration project. We added everything. It's an enhancement project. And so it's different, right? Like we're building an ecosystem in an area where we can't restore. Like we cannot go get rid of all the houses, and we can't do that, but we can enhance the biodiversity that we have here. So that's sort of the idea. So we're just humbly the UBER project.
Humbly,
very humble. We've lost about 90% of our temporary wetlands. So our project is bringing back temporary wetlands into the landscape. So they have this biodiversity function, but they also are good for the hydrocycle because they hold water throughout the summer and then slowly seep it out into the ground. So there's water throughout the season.
Saanich is a growing and developing community, but the value of the wetlands can't be overlooked.
One of the impacts of climate change is these huge peak events of rain and drought, but in this case, rain. So you get this huge surge of rain. The little sponge sucks it up and kind of adds to the resiliency of the community. Like it just holds the water, so reduces flow. And it also reduces flow. When these peak events happen, it's all running into the ocean, especially in urban areas which are paved, like the surface is hard. They just flow and there's this erosion and all of that. And what the little temporary wetlands do is slow down that flow, hold water, release it slowly, like they're little sponges through hard surfaces that hold the water.
For 13 years, Purnima and her team have been hard at work, contributing thousands of hours to help create this temporary wetland.
It was a field of introduced reed canary grass. As far as you can see, like all those, so we have tarped and mulched and planted and weeded and yeah. So we needed a huge number of people to come and move the big, this is a liner pond, so we had to have like 40 people to move these big sheets of plastic.
I came back for another visit to see the wetland in full swing.
And as you can see, when you came before, this wetland had no water. And now with the rains have come and it started filling. November, December, I'll be up to here in water. All of this will be flooded. So suddenly this will turn into a floodplain, rich, soaking up the water, holding it for the dry season to come.
To support organic farming, the team looked to re-establish natural systems, and the ecosystem services provided by the wetlands don't just stop at holding water.
So our biodiversity project has all these services that we provide to the food growing that goes on here. So we hold water, slowly releasing it, which the plants need. We also have a lot of insects, good insects, that control the pests that are found in food production systems. And our hedgerows and the bee boxes and the bumblebee boxes all contribute towards that pollination service. So we're increasing food production while looking really good as a beautiful wetland and meadow.
In the ecological community, these are called designer wetlands, and it doesn't take just an army to build them, but they need support for decades to keep them going. Once a month, a team of dedicated volunteers show up to help mow, mulch, weed, and rejuvenate the meadow and soil.
So there's the biodiversity aspects, which are very evident here, but there's also a social wellness aspect. So last year we actually had a birthday for our wetland. We had a birthday cake and we had our wetland. Because it's a built wetland, we know the day it was born. In the 10 years, like so much social stuff that's gone on. Like we've had people meeting, marriages, James and Kristen. We've had babies being born for the volunteers. They're growing up, they're coming back. So there's a lot of life and friendships and community that's associated with the wetland. But it is like a hundreds of years restoration project. So
Wow.
my brother just had a baby. On the 4th of August, we're thinking of recruiting the baby into the project next month. So, yeah.